Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to do metric conversions. The metric system is based on powers of 10. There are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, 10 centimeters in 1 decimeter, and 10 decimeters in 1 meter. The metric system is made up of bases and prefixes. The bases are the measurements of specific quantities. Some examples of bases are meter, gram, second, and liter. The prefixes are the multipliers of the base units. The prefixes include tera, giga, mega, kilo, centi, milli, micro, and nano. The base units are in between kilo and centi. Before we get started on actual conversions, I'm going to show you a little trick that I like to use to help us know which numbers go where when we're doing our conversions. If the prefix is below the line of the base units, it always gets the bigger number. If it's above the line of the base unit, it always gets the smaller number, which in this case, it's always going to be 1. Let's do an example. Let's say we're converting from centimeters to meters. Since centimeter is below the line of the base unit, it gets the bigger number, which in this case is 100, and 1 would go on top. Let's do one more example. Let's say we're going from kilometers to meters. Since kilometers is above the line of the base unit, it gets the smallest number and the base unit gets the bigger one. So in this case, it's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. Let's start with an example. Let's convert 4.26 centimeters to meters. First, we have to set up our fraction. So you always start with the number that you're given, 4.26 centimeters. Then you set up your conversion. You always want your units to cancel out, so I'm going to put centimeters on the bottom, and we're converting to meters. Since centimeter is below the line of the base unit, this number goes on the bottom. Now you type it into your calculator. 4.26 divided by 100. And you should get 0.0426. Always remember your units. Jaden, what don't we forget?
Your units.
Let's try another example. Let's convert 3.14 kilometers to meters. First, we set up our fraction. Remember, you always start with the number you're given with. 3.14 kilometers. Then you set up your fraction. You always want your units to cancel out. So kilometers is going on the bottom, and you always want the number you're converting to go on the top, which is meters. Since kilo is above the line of the base unit, its number gets to go on top. And it's always over 1. Now we type it into our calculator. 3.14 times 1,000. And you should get 3,140. You can't forget your units. Now try an example for yourself. Convert 342 millimeters to meters. Let's check our answer. First, we start off with our conversion. You always start with the number you're given with, 342 millimeters. We always want our units to cancel out, so millimeters goes on the bottom and meters goes on top. Since millimeter is below the line of the base unit, its number goes on the bottom. Now we type it into our calculator, 342 divided by 1,000, and you should get 0.342. Our units cross out, so now we're left with meters. Your answer should be 0.342 meters. Let's try one more example. Convert 195 centimeters to meters. Let's check our answer. We always start with the number we're given with, 195 centimeters. Since we always want our units to cancel out, centimeters goes on the bottom and meters goes on top. Since centimeter is below the base unit line, its number goes on the bottom. Now to our calculator. You take 195 95 divided by 100, and you get 1.95. Our units cancel out, and you're left with meters, so your answer should be 1.95 meters. I hope this video made you understand how to do metric conversions. Don't forget your units.